Yo, 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 this your boy Mark Savage. I'm fucking with my boy Jay Hunt on UnpluggedDMV. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Unplugged DMV. We got a special guest, Mark Savage.
What's going on, Jay Hunt?
What's up?
Not much, my brother.
How you feeling today, man?
I'm going good. How you?
I'm good, man. Just trying to get away from this COVID stuff, man.
That's a fact.
But let's get into like, who is Mark Savage? How did you grow up? You know, how did you get into music?
Facts. Born in Charlotte, North Carolina. Then I was kind of pretty much being raised. I kind of went everywhere. South Carolina, Atlanta. Families kind of spread out. So I kind of went through the whole broken home situation, mother and father not together, staying with grandparents, you know, going through that whole transition. Music came about, I think, around middle school, because traditionally, I mean, our culture just kind of like, you know, you kind of, even if you don't necessarily think you're going to be a rapper, I mean, just being in school and being around your homeboys, y'all just kind of adapt to freestyle stuff and beating on the tables and going through that. So that's kind of how it started. So, and then, of course, throughout life, it kind of progressed.
So, like, what type of music did you grow up on? Like, what was your favorite artist growing up?
Growing up, I was into a lot of the Hot Boys. I was into a lot of, it's going to sound cheesy, but I got to be real, like Bow Wow at the time.
Bow Wow
Yeah,
fire.
I can't flex, like, it was Bow Wow at the time. And then I would say, like, the rest of the music, man, I was listening to old school stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I was, like I said, grandparents raised me, so I was listening to a lot of old school R&B, Keith Sweat, a lot of the Temptations, a lot of Jackson 5 and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So, like, were you, like, a Biggie and Pac fan?
To be honest, I didn't really get into the Biggie and Pac thing until I got to like middle school.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, because like again, my grandparents, they didn't listen to it, so I didn't really have no introduction to it until I got around other people, and they like,
Yeah,
yo, you don't know who Pac is, and I'm like, Pac, and they like, yeah. And I started doing my research, you know, because we ain't had the internet and stuff then,
Yeah.
so you know, I just kind of had to look it up on. I don't even think it was YouTube at the time. I think we had LiveWire, so I had to download, you know, burn the CDs and stuff and get Pac music. So,
Oh, all right.
yeah, and Biggie, and then of course I started getting into like Dipset and Jay-Z and then UGK and Outkast and all of that. So
Oh, all right.
yeah.
And then, like, how long you been, like, rapping?
So I've been rapping since I've been about 16, but I say taking it serious the last 2 years.
Last 2 years?
Yeah.
And, like, what type of goals you want to pursue, like, in this?
At this point, I just kind of see myself being like a full-blown entrepreneur. So music is kind of like another way to leverage everything else I got going on. So I don't plan on being in music that long. I kind of want to step back eventually when I reach that platform and become like an executive. I want to kind of like pull the Jay-Z, Jay Prince type mentality on it.
Oh,
So
all right.
Birdman, everybody else who kind of do that lane. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That was so, like, Birdman, and I know you talked about, like, Nipsey Hussle in your song. Like, that's your influences to, like...
Yeah. Everybody who kind of like leveraged entrepreneurial endeavors around the art.
Like
so
a Diddy?
Yeah, exactly. Diddy, yeah, all of those guys.
And that's what a lot of, like, the rappers are doing now. They branching into different stuff, the drinks, to the clothes.
Yep, that's where it's at. I mean, honestly, I just feel like, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, like, you know, if you leverage everything else and you kind of use music as a stepping stone, you'll win. It's a lot of money out here, and I just feel like music is only a small percentage, you know. Because I looked at Kanye West, his circle of, you know, what made him a billionaire, and music is, you know, second to last on there.
Little, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's the shoes and stuff like that.
exactly. So.
And then, growing up in Charlotte, how was that growing up? Like, how was the music scene down there?
At the time, Charlotte, we had nobody. Like everybody that was rapping was getting killed, or they was getting locked up. And as you can see, like the first rapper to really blow up from Charlotte was DaBaby.
DaBaby.
And that's
then,
just happened.
what was the one artist that throw it around your head? Like,
Oh, yeah, Petey Pablo?
Was
Yeah.
he from, like, around there?
Yeah, he was from Raleigh, so he like 3 hours away from Charlotte.
So-
And then J. Cole's from Fayetteville, so he
Yeah.
like 2 hours away.
2 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
And you were like, did you like, was a sports fan, like Panthers, Hornets?
Yeah, so I was a Panthers and a Hornets fan growing up. Even though we not doing worth a damn, but you know I kind of was at both of those. And I, you know, eventually I hope we get to where you know we can kind of grow as the professional sports. But yeah, both home team.
And were you like a Tar Heel or Duke fan?
Oh, I'm a Tar Heel fan.
Tar Heel
I
fan.
got it tatted on me. Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah, Tar Heel.
Yeah, Tar Heels all day.
Yeah, man.
You got any more projects coming out? Like new songs coming?
Yeah, so probably right at the top of the year, I'm dropping a new single. At the top of the year, it's gonna be called "Sweat." There's another dope sample. I sampled SWV Rain. It's a classic record. Yeah, I sampled that. Put a female singer out in Los Angeles on it. So yeah, it's gonna be real dope. And then I'm thinking, as I build up that I guess you can say that empire. Eventually, like I said, the EP or or some type of project will be coming. But right now, I'm just more so focused on the catalog and building that content.
So like me and you were talking before we went on live, and you said you went to LA, now you here, and then now you take another trip to maybe Atlanta. Yeah. So you've been like getting to know every city, every market that.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Just touching every market. Before LA, it was Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah, I was in Texas, and then before Texas, I was overseas because I was in the military. So yeah, I kind of done got the idea of different places. So I'm doing it by myself. So when it comes time and then I hit that level, I already got those resources like you here, or the cameraman and everybody else around that I done met in these different places I can tap into. And that they remember me. It's not like I blew up and, oh, yeah, man, what's going on? Like, no, these people can be like, I remember him, I feel like it's a little bit more thorough that way.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I remember, like, whenever artists come here, I always know, like, they already know the people here, like, at radio and stuff. They already got a relationship. So when they touch down in different cities, they already know that person that they're going to see.
Facts.
And that's, like, you want to, if you pushing an artist, you know what region to hop into, who to call. So, yes. Exactly. So, like, what was your, like, favorite city, like, to travel to?
I would say LA. LA was dope because it was just like, of course, before Nipsey's demise, you had a lot of those people. It was like kind of like one of them places where like you can run into anybody in LA. Like you could be at the gas station and you might see Gunna at the gas station with his security or something, and you might just happen to be like, hey man, like check me out, and these days it ain't really a CD thing now. It's more so like, what's your Instagram?
Yeah.
So, like that's kind of how it is now. So it's a little bit more, LA was just dope. It was dope.
And Atlanta's just like that. You can be anywhere and pop up on somebody. Like, Atlanta's just like that.
Facts.
So let everybody know. Wait a minute. We're going to get into asking you, like, who you got in the verse battle, Shanti or Kesha Cole?
So I posted it earlier, so I'm going with Kesha.
You going with
Kesha?
Yeah,
I'm going with Kesha Cole, man.
You think Kesha had more hits than Shanti?
I do. I think Kesha Cole, I think she has.
Even feature-wise?
Yeah. I think she kind of like, to me, I think the music kind of like grabbed a little bit more than Ashanti. Now, granted, she has a lot of big records. She had records with Biggie. She had records with Ja Rule that was big, But I just look at Kesha Cole's catalog, and I kind of feel like a lot of those records was like the females' anthems. These days, most men ain't shit, as they say. So, they love Kesha, man. I just feel like Kesha got a better catalog, so.
Yeah. I was like a Murder Inc. fan, so like.
Okay, I got you.
Murder Inc. and everything.
I got
Ashanti, Ja Rule, Lloyd.
Facts.
It's all me growing up. But, tell everybody about your clothing line you're wearing right now, your other businesses other than music.
Facts. So this is the Bag Chasers. So with the Bag Chasers, it came about, me, my brother T-Sam, and one of my close partners, Dre. We kind of came together. I kind of put the logo in place, and they kind of had the background with, like, embroidery and stuff. So one of my boys does embroidery, and the other one actually has a connect with, like, manufacturers to get shirts and sweatpants and all that. So we just kind of put it together with the clothing. So Bag Chasers, of course, the Instagram is at Bag Talk University. And then, of course, you can always reach us on our website, bagtalkapparel.myshopify.com. It's doing numbers. We started it during the pandemic this year. We started at the top of February. And I think revenue, we probably generated about $20,000 in revenue this year during the pandemic. Yeah, so just off sweatsuits and T-shirts and face masks.
Oh, so, nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So, and then, of course, with the music, I'm CEO Mark Savage on Instagram and on Twitter. My YouTube, CEO Mark Savage. You can look me up on YouTube. Of course, with everything that's going on right now, You can expect that new single Sweat coming out. Sweat will be dropping the top of January. And you can expect me to drop a little bit more releases, songs next year. I kind of got prolonged because of the pandemic. So I kind of was like at a point where I was like, do I want to drop like 2-3 more records this year during everything that was going on? And then I kind of had that ideology in my mind, like, man, I don't think I want to drop none yet, because if I dropped something, I felt like it was only right to drop something about what was going on. Yeah. And I didn't have the music in my I told you I got like 50 records. Yeah. None of them records related to what was going on. And I felt like at the time, if you was a rapper, I felt like it was only right to speak on it, you know. And then I seen Lil Baby do it and a couple more artists do it. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of, if you're going to rap and put out a record right now, that would be the wave, because the clubs were shut down. Nothing was going on. So, yeah.
Did you come to Maryland before the pandemic started, or?
I came in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah, I came right in the middle.
So you really don't have no events to go to, no networking events. That's, damn.
Yeah, so, nothing. So I kind of was like new to the area, just reaching out to people and trying to, you know, like kind of how I pretty much met you.
Yeah.
Trying to find those resources and network. So
let everybody know, like, the song going in, like you got like 1 million streams on like Spotify and Apple and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I got 1 million streams off Apple Music, couple thousand off of like Spotify and all of that, but my major was the Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
So like, tell everybody about that song. You about to perform it.
Gotcha. Yeah. So this is the record Goes On. I sampled the Whisperers' When the Beat Goes On, a classic record that came out in 1979. I redid it, produced by Drum Dummies, T-Rapper to be exact. Of course, I put this record together the end of last year when I was actually in LA, so you can kind of hear that vibe in the record, which is another good reason why I said before I like to go around the world and meet different, because you get different experiences to rap about. So, yeah, Goes On is definitely a dope record. I talked a lot about pieces of my life, things I went through, and where I'm planning to go next. So, yeah, Goes On is definitely big record. You know, it'll be something they'll appreciate when I die.
That was up.
Another day, another dollar. More money, more problems. Another day, another dollar. More money, more problems. Another day, another dollar. From streets to scholar. It's not hard to spot a ball. I can't get no taller. When she respects you, you ain't got to spend no dollar. All you got to do is call her. Last year I was broke. I hardly ever spoke. Backed up from rapping. I hardly even wrote. Tupac said it best. Life's no joking. As a nigga got old, I swear I love that quote. I can't make this up. I lost my little sister. I can't wake her up. And all those friends who say they had us, man, they fake as fuck. I jumped off the porch at 12. I was Andrew's luck. Sipping lean and game banging, man, they had me stuck. But I was more icy than a fucking hockey puck. They died next to me, thank God I ducked. We sold peas off his truck, I can't make this up. On another day, another dollar. More money, more problems. Another day, another dollar. More money, more problems. I rolled dice and played craps on life. You heard it's a grand for a feature. I been changed that price. Went the hell and came back. I did that twice. Use a snitch, use a rat. No cheese for mice. Today was a good day, like Cube said. I got the green for the Packers like a cheesehead. When you handling business, you don't even see feds. I ran the street so much, man, my feet bled. Look, my nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This a real nigga celebration. This a gutter block declaration. 52nd 11 Ave with the clean tapers. This the remedy to separation. Nip hustle of my generation. The marathon continues, I'm just being patient. It's a drought on real niggas, I must be ancient. Another day, another dollar. More money, more problems. 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 Unplugged in the DMV, what it do? Jay Hunt, what's up?